it's tonight. You're about to have a really good time, and it's sure to make you smile. On the bus, in the car, on the AirPods without wires. Rank it up on the workshop. It's the Bad and Liam podcast. Bad and Liam podcast.
G'day there, podcaster.
Hey, do you remember the name Imran House?
I could never forget Imran House.
I'm pretty sure, like, we got a message from, or like it was like a review on our podcast once, and we were like laughing and saying it's not, like, it's obviously not a real name.
Yeah.
And then this guy, like, showed us his driver's license. Like, no, it's me. I'm Imran House.
He did leave a review, I believe. We were laughing and saying Imran House isn't his real name. It's obviously a fake alias. And then he sent us a voice memo, and it was him sounding sad. And he said,
No, wasn't it like a video of him like laughing? He was like pretending. He was like pretending to laugh along at the podcast, and then we were shredding his name, and then he was like, and then he was getting all sad.
Anyway, a good guy.
Look, he has a point of contention. He's got a bit of a bone to pick about the podcast. So why don't we jump into it? Really fun episode today, and off the back of this, we will speak to him.
Sounds good. Oh, good morning and happy Monday.
Not just any Monday. It's Valentine's Day.
Ooh.
Do you subscribe to Valentine's Day?
Not really. Went out for dinner on Saturday night.
It's pretty far away from Valentine's Day.
Well, it's on Monday. It's 2 nights away.
Yeah. I reckon it's got to be within 24 hours.
Who makes the rules?
Cupid.
I don't follow Cupid's rules.
Well, be careful. He carries a weapon at all times. A weapon of love. The strongest weapon of all.
Bring it on, Cupid.
I just left some chocolates out this morning and a little note. And that's pretty much it. That'll do it for this year. Hey, we are going to the drive-in though tonight. That's pretty flash. And sorry, is this the constant loop of that?
I was going to say, we were both talking like we were waiting for the good bit.
I was waiting for John Paul Young to come in and really crunch it, but this is the most annoying. This is the most annoying edit ever. This is like if his band was just getting ready for ages and he was on stage going, "Is everyone enjoying themselves tonight? Okay, all right. Let me see you."
It never gets to the good bit. It never gets to the
loop.
good bit.
This is infuriating.
Do you want me to get rid of it?
Yeah, no, that's enough of that. But yeah, we're heading along to the drive-in tonight. The movie that everyone picked is Pretty Woman. It's the last ever film on a Valentine's Day screened at the drive-in. If you want to come along, you will have plenty of chances this morning. If you get involved, if you jump on air, 13 24 10 is the number. In fact, up next, we are giving some spots away with the 610 quiz.
Ben and Lamb. It's like dopamine for your ears.
Right now, it is 610. It's 610. Hallelujah, it's 610. It's technically 13 past 6, but it's close enough for 610. That's why we're doing the quiz. Hayley and Mobry, good morning. How you doing?
Hello, I'm great. How are you guys?
Very good. Happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you.
Is there
You
a
too.
special someone in your life? Do you want to go to the movies tonight?
I would love to go to the movies. It's actually our favourite movie. So.
It is? Oh, perfect. Well, drive in tonight, be there or be square. Obviously, it's going to be a bit later because we have to wait till it gets dark till we can screen the
I
movie.
know, yeah.
I can't guarantee Ben and I will stay for the whole thing. I reckon we'll put in a good session, stay for half at least.
Now, Hayley, you've gotten on air. You are coming on to the drive-in tonight. That's great. I tell you what, if you can get all 5 questions right in the 610 quiz, we'll give you a bonus car. You can bring a whole other car. But
Got that.
you're going to
All
get all
right.
5 questions right, okay?
And just clarify, a car that you can bring into the drive-in. We won't be giving you like some sort of Hyundai i30 or anything like that. Anyway, the first question. The Super Bowl is today in Los Angeles. What US state is LA in? Ooh, stumped you on the first one there, Hayley. Do you know which state LA is in?
California.
It is. It is. That was a hell of a buffer time.
Yeah.
If I was a betting man, I'd say you're Googling right about
Or
now.
there's someone
I was like, I know, I've been there.
Yeah, okay,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
right.
You've
Yeah,
been there,
yeah.
right.
You just have to remember where you were. All right, well, today is Valentine's Day. What flower is typically given on V-Day?
The Rose?
Yes. It was the 60-minute special last night with Scott Morrison. What instrument was he playing at the dinner table?
Oh, no, you got me there. I've got no idea.
You don't know what he was playing?
Try and imagine Scott Morrison playing an instrument.
Yeah.
And just the first one that comes to your head.
Why am I thinking triangle? Like,
It's pretty much that simple. That was a great guess, but it's not triangle. Casey from Angle Park, what instrument was ScoMo playing on the table last night with Carl?
a recorder?
It wasn't, but also a very good educated guess. It does seem like the type of instrument he would play.
13 24 10. Give us a buzz if you know the answer. Ange in Henley Beach. ScoMo, what instrument was he playing?
Ukulele.
It was. Okay, ex-New South Wales Premier Gladys Berejiklian will now be Managing Director of Optus. What is Optus's slogan? It's a very short one.
It's obviously memorable.
Any guesses, Ange?
No.
You know what? It's
okay.
actually the opposite of no.
He's
If
given the answer out.
that's a bit of a clue. Jesse from Modbury North. What is Optus's slogan?
Yes.
Yes. Last one. Kurt Cobain's daughter is dating Tony Hawk's son. Finish these lyrics. All good, Jesse. It's only the biggest song ever written. Let's move to Nicole in Clearview. Can you finish these lyrics?
Here we are now, entertainers.
Well done.
Nicole! You free tonight? You want to come along to the drive-in?
I would love to.
Excellent. Well, you are coming along.
Are you ready to hit the road this summer? Hell yeah. Well, it's time to What If It. Visit whatif.com to plan and book your accommodation, flights, activities, even car hire. Plus, select hotels are fully refundable. How good? Booking cancellation windows apply. What If? It's Aussie for travel. Check government advisories before booking and travelling.
Big interview on 60 Minutes last night. ScoMo and his wife Jenny sitting down. The kids were there as well. Just a rare insight into the Prime Minister's life. And the big takeaway for us, anyway, was that the fact that ScoMo can play the ukulele, and he's a big fan of the band Dragon.
I didn't believe this when I saw the videos. It started with the promos because they were playing in the ads, I think.
I think they
And
knew what they were doing.
100%. I was blown away that he got out the uke and started playing. If you missed it, check it out.
Me to the April sun in Cuba. Oh, take me to the April sun in Cuba. I can't remember the words. Oh, come on, Jed, get into it.
Strumming
There we
away.
go.
Oh, it's cringeworthy.
Couple of takeaways. I must admit, better ukulele player than I would have thought. He is doing that thing at the start, though, where he obviously can't sing and play the ukulele at the same time. Like, if you notice, they're sort of, like, gapped and spaced out. Have a little listen to that again.
Me to the April sun in Cuba.
I also like when Carl said, "Come on, Jenny," and then she's she's hating it.
Yeah, you can hear the kids with just the most dead inside backup vocals.
Yeah, so visually you've got the two kids sitting there, you've got ScoMo and his partner, and then you've got Carl sitting at the end of the table, and the whole thing just seems very awkward.
Especially when, even for the kids at school, obviously, you'd get a bit of stick every now and then if your dad was literally the Prime Minister. But them going like, this is going to make everything better, kids. And you're sitting there at dinner with Carl Stefanovic.
Me to the April sun in Cuba.
The kids, though, you can see their faces going, Dad,
what
not
are
the
you
ukulele.
doing, Dad? Not again. This happened at the sleepover when my friends came around. No one even knows the April Sun in Cuba. They're too young for that song. Why don't we do this morning? 13 24 10. What's your dad's embarrassing hobby? Mm-hmm. Because obviously it's a long, hard day at work, running the country. ScoMo's going into the backyard. He's putting on the floral shirt. He's just plucking away at the uke.
It might have been when you were younger, growing up. It might be now. He still does it. 13 24 10. What's your dad's embarrassing hobby? If you get on air to share your story, you go on the draw for 50K Fridays.
Alexia joins us now. This is less of a hobby, just more of an embarrassing joke your dad makes. Is that right?
Yes. Hey, Ben and Liam. My dad loves, whenever we go out, to tell people that he is my brother, not my dad.
So lame.
Yeah, okay. How long's he been doing that for?
Oh, gosh, for a good couple of years now, he loves to say, no, I'm only 30, I'm their father,
Yeah.
I'm their brother, sorry, yeah.
And then you have
Loves
to go,
it.
no, he's actually my dad. Dad,
Yeah.
stop it.
Well, Sophie has got in touch. Your dad's a bit embarrassing as well, Soph?
Yes, hi guys. We were going to a park and there was a bunch of people there and there was a boy I really, really liked and my dad knew. And the last probably 5 minutes he started acting like a bird and eating chips off the floor.
Hang on. Your dad was acting like a bird eating chips off the floor. Why?
Yep.
Why?
I don't know if he was just nervous or he was doing it to
That's
embarrass
what he
me.
does.
I don't know.
Nervous.
Yeah, when my dad gets
Yeah.
nervous, he pretends to be a bird. Better than him pretending to be a dog, though, at the park.
Did the
he's done that
boy
before.
that you like see him?
Yes, very much so. And then didn't talk to me for a very long time.
Well, hopefully it'll work out in the end, Soph. I'm not going to stick around and talk to you long enough to find out if that's the case or not, because Amanda has called through. What's your dad's embarrassing hobby, Amanda?
Oh, I don't even want to say it out loud. It's so bad.
Oh, it's going to be good.
He loves to just get on a bus or a train and see where he ends up and tries to work his way back.
And then has to
I'm
work
not-
his way back, so then, like, that's so funny.
That's a good
He's
one.
crossed on it, honestly. He loves
Yeah.
it so much. He's only been caught out once by the train stopping out to get a taxi back.
That is peak. That's peak boring dad.
He loves it. His spare time, like he's interstate, loves it.
Wow. So
It's
just
like hard mode when you stays on hard.
Yeah.
I
He's
just
just
sit
walking
there
on
and- yeah.
walking onto the M44X blindfolded going, I wonder where this will lead me. I don't even know
Oh,
what
it's
this
like he's
suburb
going
is.
Amazing Race. Yeah.
Wow.
He's on the Amazing Race, yeah.
He loves it. So my mum just was like, oh, God, just don't even tell me. Just make your way back
That's
safely.
such a funny
That is
hobby.
so funny. I like that. Like,
Yeah.
he wouldn't be doing Sudoku or anything on the train. He'd just be so jacked that he's on it going, like,
Oh.
wow, like, this is the power
Yeah.
of this bus underneath
Like-
me, you know?
Like that guy when you get on the train you don't want to sit next to. He just
Yeah.
looks like he's in his own world.
Oh, Amanda, that's incredible. Well, look, just for sharing that story, which was a ripper, you can come along to the drive-in tonight.
Oh, yay.
No.
Yeah, baby free night. I'll get him to babysit.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Just stay away from the buses.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd love to sit on the Gawler line with your son for a few hours.
Peace up, Podtown.
Today's the day. America. Boogity, boogity, boogity. It's the Super Bowl, baby. Who you going for, man?
Cincinnati Bengals.
I'm going for the Rams. My favorite quarterback plays for them. Just a heads up as well that today from 11 a.m. Nova Boy's doing halftime jams, okay? So he's playing songs from Eminem, Snoop Dogg, Mary J. Blige, Kendrick Lamar, doubt it.
That's
and
pretty
Dr.
cool.
Dre.
Actually, if you want to watch the official halftime show, it's
Yeah.
going to be around 11:30, and you can see it all on Channel 7. So basically, you got Nova on.
Yeah.
Nova Boys jamming out.
Yeah.
And then you can see them actually jamming out for real on the TV.
And see how many hot dogs you can eat. Get into the spirit. Hey, we've all done an IQ test here on the Nova Breakfast Show. So there's like 5 or 6 of us. We've all done it, and we're going to find out who's the dumbest in the team next. And just quietly, I think Ben and I are sweating a little bit. So
It's going to be either you or me.
yeah, 100%.
Here's another bit of curry.
I've been excited for this now since last week. Liam, on air, we were talking about IQ tests.
Yeah, I asked if you've ever done one,
Yep.
and we was trying to work out like what ours would be, and we're going through like different celebrities. Like supposedly David Hasselhoff is 73. That's real bad. Stephen Hawking, Albert Einstein, Quentin Tarantino, 160. So that's pretty much as smart as it
Yep.
gets. Like that's obviously like top scale.
And then we thought, hey, if Liam and I are going to do it, why don't we get everyone in the team to do an IQ test, and then we all find out the results together on air.
So we went and got one. Producer Belle had a fake sick day on Friday because I think she was nervous about the results, but she had to come back to work at some point. Were you actually sick or were you just nervous?
What do you mean? Of course I was sick. You know I hate missing work.
Are you worried you're going to be last?
I'm actually, look, I'm going to be honest. I think I'm going to be on top.
Oh, bit confident.
Okay. Well, we all did it. Taylor Jones, newsreader extraordinaire. How did you find the test?
It was difficult.
It was tricky,
I'm
wasn't
gonna be honest,
it?
It was difficult.
I must
yeah.
admit, like I was kind of hoping I would be like a triple digit sort of IQ.
Yeah.
But like you're sort of doing it, and then by question 2 or 3, I was sweating because I'm like, You really need to slow down and think and process.
I do
100%.
like getting the predictions. Taylor, where do you think you're going to come out of the 5 results that we have?
I'm not as confident as Belle. I wish I was, but I'm definitely not going to be top. I hope I'm middle of the range at least.
Yeah.
Mid-run.
Sorry to
I'm
whoever's
hoping
bottom.
I get middle of the range as well. And look, all I'll say is if I do come last, I've got a high street knowledge.
Ben's been saying that for years. I think we all know that producer Andy will probably be the top. Andy, you're a real brainiac. Do you think you'll go well?
I don't think so, because it's not my kind of knowledge. It's all patterns and shapes.
Spoken like a real smart person, you know? Like, oh, no, you know, my area of IQ is in this sort of different region.
All right, look, I'm very excited.
I think everyone's nervous, though,
I've
right?
got 5 envelopes, and I'm going to open them up in the order they're given to me, and we're going to find out what their IQ is, okay?
Hang on, are we going smartest to dumbest?
I don't know.
or
So
dumbest
we
to
don't know
smartest?
the order,
know.
so we've just been
okay.
given these envelopes. So first one being opened here.
All right, here we go. We've got Andy, 133, mate. That's
I
incredible.
will take that.
Oh,
Good.
That's 30 off of Einstein almost.
133.
Oh my God.
I'll be speaking with the boss after this. 133 money coming my way.
Yeah, we also did talk about reshifting some of the pay scale on IQ. Keeping in mind, normally, you know, you go to a site, get an IQ test. That's for you. That's personal. It is rare that you would have your results revealed in front of all of your friends.
All right, are we ready for the second envelope? Taylor Jones, otherwise known as Taylor Paley, 129.
Okay.
Close, isn't it?
I'm feeling good about this pay scale thing we're talking about.
129. You guys are
Wow.
smarties.
Okay.
All
That's
right,
good.
envelope number 3.
Okay.
It's only me, Liam, and producer Bell left.
Everyone's starting to sweat a little bit here.
Liam, 122.
Well, I wouldn't laugh at that, Belle.
You're so far on the bottom at the moment.
Well, I mean, Tom Cruise is 94, so I'm smarter than him, and he was in Mission Impossible.
That's still pretty good.
Yeah, thanks.
That's still pretty good.
Belle,
All right.
okay. All right, that's enough laughing from you. We haven't heard your scores yet.
Who we got here? We've got Bell, 134.
Oh! Belle's the smartest. Who saw that coming?
Oh,
The Belle's the smartest.
Belle did, because she's the smartest.
So either I'm the dumbest or Ben's the dumbest. We're about to find out.
Ben could be the smartest.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
I know. I think it's either going to be one of us who's the dumbest. Okay, here we go.
You know what? Why don't we let Liam open this one?
Okay, I'll open
All
the
right.
last one.
I'll get a drum roll ready to find out what my IQ is.
Okay. Sorry, my IQ's a bit low. I couldn't open the envelope in time. Forgot how to open it. Ben and I draw at 122. We literally have rocks in our head, the same density, just two thick guys.
Isn't that kind
At
of romantic,
122.
though? On
I love
Valentine's
that.
Day, we
What
both
are the
have
odds?
the exact same IQ. We're like the same person.
We are very much the same. We both have dyslexia, struggled through school. That's that 122 IQ.
That's
But
perfect.
you know
That
what,
made me
guys?
like you more.
Joke's in your head. The pay scale's not changing. So
Liam Pod Men Cast. Wait, I said that wrong. Ben and Liam Podcast.
Look, Valentine's Day isn't for everyone, and the San Antonio Zoo in Texas know this. That's why they're offering you a deal, right? To donate money, you can buy a cockroach or a rodent. You can then name it after your ex, and then they feed it to some sort of zoo animal. The zoo's CEO, Tim Morrow, actually joins us now. Good morning, Tim.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Doing very good, thank you, mate. Now, how popular has this been for you?
Very popular. This is our third year to do this, and we've had over 13,000 people submit names. So there's a lot of angry exes out there that are ready to get revenge.
Do you have enough rats?
We do. You know, this is something we do every day is feed out throughout the year to the animals. And so it doesn't all get fed on that day of Valentine's, but it's really a symbolic naming and really, I think, therapeutic for a lot of people to get that name out there and get their certificate and do those things.
To watch it on the live stream and go, yeah, take that, Chad. You've just been eaten by a snake.
So, Tim, is it always exes or is there other people that are getting fed to cockroaches?
You know, it's been a really fun to watch that it has been all over the place. People are naming bosses. They're naming, right now, the name Austin is leading, which in Texas is a rival city of San Antonio. So I think people are naming rival cities.
Yeah, right.
And you name it. Anyone that wants to get revenge on somebody or something or someplace, it's happening.
Have you ever had any complaints to the zoo? Like, has anyone complained to you directly about being named after a cockroach and fed to an animal?
We haven't. You know, we're really cautious. We're only using a first name, and so, you know, it could be anybody. Now, I would imagine some of the exes are telling an ex that they're doing this, and maybe they're having a little internal quarrel, but we are not hearing it.
What about vegetarians? Is there an option for vegetarians or vegans?
Yeah, we added a vegetarian option last year, and so we have heads of lettuce that people can do also, and those get fed out to our giraffes and our tortoises and our hippos. So really, there's options for everybody.
Yeah, I feel like it's like if you don't hate your ex as much, like a head of lettuce to a giraffe isn't as bad as like a rat to a dog.
Yeah, I think we can tell when they're getting a rat, they're really mad. It's a different price point, and it means a lot of different things.
Right.
Especially if your ex has been a snake.
So you've got to pay a little extra. Well, we were thinking, how much would we have to donate for you to name a bunch of cockroaches after our FM radio competitors?
You guys just send us the list, the name, and we'll let you know, and we'll put that out there for you. We'll do something special for you guys. Send it back. So you can put that out on your social.
So what sort of animals are we talking here? Like what could we feed them to?
So the rats, they go to our large snakes, our pythons, and those kind of things, and then our Komodo dragons and large reptiles.
Yeah.
The roaches go to smaller reptiles, smaller snakes, birds, and so, you know, it's something that we do year round. I mean, daily we're feeding these roaches and rats to our animals, and they're pre-frozen rats that we buy commercially. But we really take this opportunity to explain to people also that cockroaches and rats are really important to the ecosystem and the face of the food chain. But people don't want to hear that. They just want to know that their ex is being eaten.
Yeah, exactly. Well, look, we'll send a list of names just off the top of my head. One cockroach will be called Cozzy.
One will be called Ali.
There'll be a couple called Ruined Dits. And you just feed them to any old animal. It's all good. It's all for charity, and that'll make us feel a little bit better about ourselves and the radio ratings this year.
Yeah, we'll do something special for you guys and get you the certificates with all their names. That you can figure out
very good.
And do all those fun things.
Hey, look, if you want to take part as well, you can head to sazoo.org and follow the links to their Cry Me a Cockroach page. Tim Morrow, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you guys so much.
What do you reckon, cockroaches, or do we go the extra mile and buy some pre-frozen rats? I could go either way. It's both an offensive thing to be either of those.
Ben and Liam, it's like dopamine for your ears.
Yeah, a bit sad. Ben forgot about Valentine's Day.
I didn't forget about Valentine's Day.
Well, I arranged some chocolates and some nice things for my fiancée. But yeah, Ben, what did you do again?
I organised dinner on Saturday night.
Yeah, I can tell you right now.
At one of her favourite restaurants, and then there's this dessert place she's been meaning to go to, and I booked us dessert there as a surprise.
Which is nice, but I'm sure I'm tapping into the female mind here. I'm sure Sam's going, yeah, that's great. It's too far away from Valentine's Day. I can't count that.
It's not too far away.
I'd love to be able to count that, but I can't count that. I reckon she'd be waking up this morning being like, oh, I wonder what he's got arranged for today. And like there'd be a big part of her going, oh, do you know what I mean?
I hope not.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry to break it to you, but I think that's the case. But I mean, you could probably make it up to her. Why don't you? I mean, the airwaves are open. Why don't you give her a little love message?
Because I know for a fact that she doesn't listen to this show.
Confess your love, man.
She doesn't listen.
It'll get back to her.
Hi, Sam.
Oh, this is nice already.
I, Ben, love you, and am sorry that I didn't give you a present on the day.
Need a little bit more heart than that.
But I love you.
How do you feel about it?
To the moon and back.
Yeah, that was good.
Is that good?
That's pretty good.
I feel happy when I'm around you.
It's like a year 3 assignment. But you know what? That's nice though. And why don't we do that this morning? Be honest. If there's a few of you out there going, oh my God, they're talking about Valentine's Day, they keep playing that song. To be honest, blanked. It's like, busy week, had the weekend, it's Monday and it's like, bang, it's here. You know sometimes they're like midweek and you can people are talking about it at work and you catch it. But it's Monday, it's here. And if you've forgotten, you're in trouble. You're in strife, and Ben and I want to help you out. So 13 24 10 is the number. If you come on and confess your love publicly to someone.
Yep. Like I did.
like Ben did, so elegantly. Then what we'll do is we will allow you to come along tonight.
Yep.
To the drive-in to see Pretty Woman, the last ever film being screened there on Valentine's Day, and we'll give you some chockies and flowers, whole day sorted. All you got to do, 13 24 10, come on, confess your love.
It is as easy as that.
Connie, you forgot about the big V Day, did ya?
Yeah. Hello, Ben and Liam.
It happens, Connie. What's the name of your partner?
Marco.
Marco. Well, I'm sure Marco's listening somewhere, and if not, I'm sure he'll be able to feel what you're about to pour out. So go ahead. Let Marco and us know why you love him.
I love him because he's the most wonderful man and he's the most romantic, sexy. He's just gorgeous. We've only been together 10 months and I think that you are an angel sent from heaven.
That's a good one.
That is good,
You're
Connie.
an angel.
I tell you what, though, I'll be doing some trips around the drive-in tonight, and if I see you and Marco's car, I'll be knocking on the window. No funny business, okay?
Thanks for that, Connie. Josh joins us now. Morning, Joshy.
Hey, mate, how are you?
Pretty good. Now, you've forgotten Valentine's Day. What's your partner's name?
Trina.
Trina, right. Well, the airwaves are yours. Let us know how much you love her.
So I went through my morning routine this morning, gave her a kiss, and I got out the door and I realised I bloody forgot to say Happy Valentine's Day. So it worked out well. You do so much for both the kids, and I don't show it all the time, but I do really love you. And, yeah, I'd love to go to the drive-in tonight and spend some time with you.
I like you, Josh.
I like you too,
I can
Josh.
tell that was hard for you to let it out.
That was actually difficult, eh?
But Josh, you meant more, mate. Because, because you don't often show it.
It was bloody hard.
Yeah, no, you were choking up a bit there. That was actually really sweet, Josh. Well, look, don't you worry tonight. The chockies, the flowers, it's all there. We'll sort it for you. Last caller here from Just. You've also forgotten the big day.
Yeah, me and my partner got married in November last year, and my mind's been too much on work lately, so totally forgot about it.
Valentine's Day, it's a good time to pause and reflect on your loved one.
Put a reset on everything and go, why are they important to me, and why is she important to you, Justin?
Oh, she's important to me. She puts up with mine and my son's crap, sorry to say the word, but me and my son put her through a bit of hell with her attitudes, and she's always there for us.
What's her best feature?
Oh, definitely her smile. She gets these little dimples when she smiles, and it could light up a room.
It's so it's safe to say that you're very in love and you're going to enjoy yourself tonight. Do you like the film Pretty Woman, Justin?
Oh, she's a big fan of it. I've watched it a couple of times, and every time she says, let's watch it, I make an excuse to play my PlayStation.
Well, there's no PlayStations at the drive-in, mate, so you'll be sitting through it.
Hope you're having a pod blast with the podcast.
There's a state election coming up, and over the weekend, you may have seen the opposition leader, Peter Malinauskas, on the front page of the paper.
I'm too sexy for my love, too sexy for my love, love's going to leave.
Shirt off, looking jacked in the swimming pool, and I mean jacked. He actually joins us now. Peter, who knew you were shredded?
Good morning. Oh, look, I'll tell you what, all I know is that I am copying one hell of a ribbing from a few mates around the place. I'm on a text thread that has exploded over the last 24 hours, and I'm absolutely copying it sweet. So somewhat mortified that a visit to the pool with my toddler daughter has somehow turned into something we didn't expect, but that's life.
That's true.
Well, Peter, there could be worse headlines, I reckon.
Yeah, than Peter Malinauskas is a hottie. I think, obviously it's not like a mirror selfie. It's just you out in the wild. And so I completely agree that, you've obviously not put it out there. It does seem convenient that these have come out just before the election, though, and it was on the front page of the paper.
I know. So we were there announcing that we're going to rebuild the aquatic centre, which has sort of been a problem for a long time. Yeah. And we took the kids along, and I was there with a group of other people with their kids. And, so we jumped in the pool and so forth. And then by the time, obviously yesterday morning when I picked up the paper, I was like, oh, this this is unique. So, and I've been copying it ever since. So, but it's all good fun. It's all good fun. So,
Because now you're like South Australia's emblem of fitness. Like people look to you now for workout routine and advice, Peter. How many crunches are you doing a day?
I'm not really a fitness fanatic, to be honest. Like,
I hate people like that. I'm not either, but I just, you know what I mean? And when people are like, yeah, I don't really work out that much. And it's
Just
like,
wake up and look like
how? It's an action man body.
No, I get it. I try and go to the gym a bit and go for a run or whatever, but I sort of do it more just for my mental health more than anything else. Like, I'm up pretty early and this job's sort of all-consuming, so just to, flush things out of the system early in the morning, I try and do some sort of level of fitness, but it's getting a bit trickier as I get older and with his job as well. So you just got to get it done, and hopefully it's a good start to the day.
Do you think Stephen Marshall will take some photos with his shirt off later in the week to try and flush out like the...
Well, I've got a memo to all politicians, and that is quite simply, do not under any circumstances jump in a pool when there's TV cameras around. So that'd be my advice to anybody. It might not go the way you intend. So.
Well, look, I must admit, I didn't know you were there to rebuild the pool, but either way, I think it's done wonders for you. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Peter, and maybe I need to start going on more runs.
P to the O to the D
right
to
now,
the cast.
we're doing this.
Have you ever been in a situation and thought to yourself, hang on, am I the a-hole in this situation or are they? If you don't know, 13 24 10, give us a buzz. It might be something that happened on the roads. It might be something that happened at home. It might be something that happened at a party. I don't know. Are you the a-hole? 13 24 10, give us a buzz.
If you get in touch, you'll be in the draw to win $50,000. John, good morning.
Good morning, Ben and Liam. How are you doing?
Very good, thank you, John. What happened, mate?
Well, me and my fiancée, we're getting married in about 5 months, and she has bought a dress, and over the weekend she asked me for honest opinion, or honest feedback.
Yeah.
She put on the dress. I personally thought she could do better. So I was pretty honest, so I said, yeah, I don't like the dress, to be honest, you can do better.
Yeah.
And that caused a bit of drama between us, and I'm not sure, since that happened, I've been thinking maybe I am the a-hole, or maybe I'm not. And,
Yeah, look,
you
John,
can be the judge.
it's because if you look at the rule book, it says honesty is the best policy.
Yep.
And if you can't be honest to the person you love most in this world, then who can you be honest to?
Yep.
That being said, I think you're the a-hole, John.
That's so tough, though. That's so tough because what are you supposed to do? Pretend like you don't? Like,
Well,
like you like the
yeah,
person,
I
though you
mean-
don't?
I think
think
but the thing is, if she likes it, she's picked it
Yeah.
with the people around her,
Yeah.
so she's happy, so that's the most important thing.
But then isn't it for you? Isn't it to make you
Well, to be honest,
happy?
John, I mean, traditionally, sometimes people see it for the first time on the aisle.
Yeah.
So, I mean, lucky you got the disappointment out 5 months earlier, I
think
suppose.
the wording is key, though. When you said she can do better, I think
Yeah.
that makes it sound like she's doing horribly.
Yeah, yeah. That sort of sounds like your dad being angry at you.
Yeah.
You can do better, or a coach or something like that.
Having said that, though, John, thank you for being brave enough to come on and share it with us.
Casey, what's happened?
Well, hi, boys. So I was in a really bad mood the other week, and my boyfriend, as absolutely lovely as he is, brought me a bag of Maltesers. So, he bought them for me. I ate them all.
Yeah.
He went looking for them, and he's really mad because he bought them for us.
Okay.
So have I eaten all his chocolates without sharing, or he bought them for me? Are they mine?
When he gave them to you, though, did he say, these are yours, or did he say, hey, I bought some Maltesers?
He just, gave them to me. I was in a really bad mood. He probably didn't really want to speak to me too much.
Yeah. No, I think you're all right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, I
so
think
do
you're okay.
I.
Yeah.
He's been the a-hole.
Yeah, I
yeah,
reckon.
yeah. No, he was giving them to you to diffuse the
Yeah.
situation, so they're yours.
And if you want some more, just go get some more, mate.
Yeah. What do you
right. Go to the shop.
You can get them. You can get Maltesers on Uber Eats these days.
Yeah, you know what?
Right.
Men are pigs.
Men are absolute
Men are
pigs.
absolute pigs.
God, on Valentine's Day too. Jesse, good morning. What happened?
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Very good, thank you.
So I usually pick up my mate before we go to work, so I take him to work nearly every day. And so I went to his house and was beeping the horn at the front for a good old 20 minutes, and he's still not coming out. So I decided to leave. And then he called me up saying he's where the hell am I and all that kind of stuff. So he catch the bus to work.
Yeah, no. 20 minutes.
yeah.
I mean, you're giving him. Yeah, he's the a-hole for sure.
Yeah.
Get ready on time. If you wanna act like a child and have someone else drive you to work, then be out front waiting. I'd say with your school bag on. Maybe I was being a bit of an a-hole there myself, Jesse.
Nah, I think it's all right.
I must admit, for someone who didn't drive for 5 years myself and got Ben to give me lifts everywhere, I was pretty angry about that.
Ben and Liam are in your head.
Morning, Adelaide. Hey, if you're catching the train into work this morning in Elizabeth or Oaklands, at both those stations, the Casanovas are out there handing out some flowers. They're from us. We've got little notes on them all as well, saying roses are red, violets are blue. If you listen to another breakfast show, we'll find you. But we mean it. Okay, that's a threat. We're happy to give you the free flowers. We're happy to, give away the cash and play all the little songs.
Don't mess with us.
But you stay here, okay? There's a certain loyalty. There's a certain bond that you sign when you listen to Nova. It's kind of like being in a bikie gang.
We cleared that up?
Good. Good. I think that's all clear now.
What's trending? Trending all over the internet. Twitter. Instagram.
Welcome to Facebook.
Morning, guys. Well, in the spirit of Valentine's Day, it has been confirmed that the daughter of Kurt Cobain is dating the son of Tony Hawk.
That is so cool. Imagine if they have a kid, and then in 18 years, Kurt Jr. Hawk will be wearing a cardigan, just cutting 900s on the half pipe at the X Games.
That is such a cool family lineage.
Absolutely. Can you imagine the family Christmas?
Yeah.
Yeah, my grandpa's a Tony Hawk and Kurt Cobain. But imagine if he was just like the lamest kid. Like, didn't know anything about music, couldn't skate to save his life, and was just an embarrassment to both sides.
Kind of like you, Lee.
If you didn't know, the Super Bowl is on today.
When the pimp's in the crib, ma, drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
Playing Snoop Dogg? Well, of course, the halftime show is personally my favourite part of it. That and the ads. The halftime show this year takes the cake. It's Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, and Eminem.
Mary J. Blige in there as well, Kendrick Lamar. I feel like, you're probably going to have more rappers pop out. I don't know who, maybe Ice Cube, but apart from that, like, they're pretty much all the biggest ones ever.
It's crazy with Eminem, because it's 80,000 people, I think, at the Super Bowl. That's actually, like, not a very big show compared to his show that he did at the MCG, which is the record for the highest ever attendance. It's like 105.
For Australia.
For Australia.
Yeah.
The most attended gig ever was Eminem at the MCG.
I went to the
105,000.
SCG one, and it was just like this little ant speaking too fast. Like, and also when you see Eminem live, like, it's a little bit disappointing because physically he can't do all of that without passing out. So he has to have that guy to catch him. So he's like, hammer, and the guy goes, spaghetti. And like a guy says like one word, and it's not as cool, I must admit.
Well, if you want to watch it on the TV, it's 10 a.m. Adelaide time today on Channel 7. And back to Valentine's Day, a study has been done that shows that 52%, so over half of Australians...
I get percentage, yes.
Well, Ben, I don't know.
Quick maths lesson for us.
52% of Australians say that chocolate gets them in the mood.
No. I mean, just a quick
absolutely
scan around the room. I want to cry on the couch when I'm eating chocolate. It doesn't get me in the mood. Does it get you in
No, when
the mood?
I eat chocolate, I'm like, no one look at me.
Yeah, don't touch me. Get away
Shame.
from
How
me.
much chocolate are you guys eating in one session?
Like, I mean, I'm not... If I'm opening the packet's fine. Like,
Oh, okay. No, see, I'm not doing that.
Well, yeah. Well, it doesn't get me in the mood. It's like, you know what gets me going? A big heavy curry and 2 litres of beer. Oh, that's my aphrodisiac. And it's the end of the podcast. Earlier we mentioned we're going to call Imran House.
A valued listener of the podcast.
Yes, with a definitely real name. Let's give him a buzz now. He has said that he was a bit upset last week when we were doing What Don't You Get? And someone asked about seedless watermelons, and you were explaining how they came about.
He didn't like my seedless watermelon.
He said you've butchered it, and he's a biologist, and he would like to correct you on the record.
Is he a biologist?
Pretty impressive, isn't it? Still got a not real name, though.
Hello, Imran speaking.
Imran House, it's Ben and Liam.
No way.
Yeah, mate.
I thought this was a bit late, you know?
Yeah,
you know what, mate? We got
like
a little carried away. We've just actually watched the Super Bowl halftime show. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't. No. I should. Yeah, no, I'm still at work.
We'll give you our full review in tomorrow's podcast, but
Yep.
I would say underwhelmed.
Yeah, it was like, I think it was so overhyped. But look, we'll talk about that tomorrow. Imran, I didn't realise you were a biologist.
I am. I'm a biologist. I'm a cancer biologist. I work at a cancer hospital.
Yeah, right. And so...
A what biologist?
A cancer biologist.
Oh, cancer. I think you said hemp.
No, yeah, so what does cancer have to do with watermelons?
Oh, it's all genetics. As in, I studied genetics at university, and then it's all the genetics is similar through
right,
all mammals, through to plants, through to
Hey, Imran, we got low IQs all going over our head.
yeah, I'm looking forward to hear that today.
Well, yeah, it's in the episode. Hey, so obviously, you wouldn't have heard it yet because we're calling you in the podcast. That's how podcasts work. But what do you think Ben got?
This is a loaded question, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think like deceptively, you could be quite high IQ, I reckon.
That's
I'm going to guess
a great compliment from you, Imran.
115.
115. Okay. And what about Liam?
So Liam, you've got 90s, right? HR, you go on about that a bit. So I'm going to say 108.
108.
So mine's low. So hang on. So I did better at school, but my IQ's lower.
Yeah, but street smarts. It's all about street smarts.
Oh, okay. Well, look, all I'll say is you're around the mark for both, really. You're pretty much within 15.
There you go. That's all right.
So either it's way under that or way over that,
Yeah,
but you'll hear in the pod.
Let you hear that in the pod with your own ears. But can you, because you said I did a bad job at explaining how we have seedless watermelons, can you try as a biologist re-explain it for me?
I'm going to try my hardest to make it make sense, right? So what they do is they take advantage of this thing that happens when you cross closely related species. So when you cross like a lion and a tiger, you get a liger.
Yeah.
And that's a viable animal, but it's infertile. And the same way you get a horse and a donkey, you get a mule, viable, but it can't make offspring.
I see.
And the reason is because there's a mismatch in the number of chromosomes between the two similar animals.
Yeah.
And then they can't make sperm and egg. And so they're infertile, right?
Gotcha. Yeah.
You do the same thing in plants. So two closely related plants, they just have defective seeds. So they're really, really small seeds, and then you get a seedless watermelon. And so the way they're able to propagate it is actually through grafting of that cross between two closely related watermelons or two closely related bananas.
Yeah.
They have really, really small or defective seeds.
Yeah. That's kind of what
Does
I
that
said.
make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. No, because I said they just crossbreed them again and again and again.
And then I think I remember asking, how do you breed a watermelon?
Yeah, and then we laughed and moved on.
But I was thinking of like a watermelon on top of another watermelon, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. But that's actually, I didn't
sense.
realise, that's a good point though. So, like you said, with animals, they become infertile, but the whole purpose of making a watermelon infertile was so that it doesn't make seeds.
Yeah. Essentially, when you cross the two, so
Yeah.
you get no seeds and then there's grafting. Yeah.
Look,
So all your bananas are cloned. All our bananas
Oh, they're
are cloned.
really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're only one bad banana pandemic away from not having bananas anymore.
So all
It's
bananas are bred from the same banana.
Yeah.
it's one big sperm donor banana.
That's wild.
It doesn't. Yeah. Can you imagine that banana sperm donation?
Yeah. That's crazy.
It is pretty nuts, isn't it? Yeah. No, I do find this stuff fascinating. I also thought the animal a liger was only a thing in Napoleon Dynamite up until about like, I don't know, 10 years ago or something like that.
I think in like Joe Exotic, there's like a lot of
there is.
animals are like
Yeah. Yeah, no.
And they're really big. They're actually bigger than lions and tigers.
And also Wolverines, because you know when he says, I was hunting Wolverines last summer with a frickin' 12 gauge. Gosh, what would you do in a situation like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard to know what animal is real and not. You know what I mean? Like, unicorn, obviously not.
Yeah.
Wolverine,
real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But because of the like X-Men character, you think, oh, it's just like a name.
But that's
like
what
a
he's
Wolfman.
based on.
But yeah, he's based on a Wolverine, which
Yeah.
is not a wolf. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like we don't have them here. Like, what are they? What even is a Wolverine?
You know what's very fierce? Honey badger. Honey badger are supposedly some of the toughest animals in the world.
Yeah, you back a honey badger into the corner,
Yeah.
and it will go you.
Yeah.
Wolverine animal. I'm just gonna look that up.
Now you've
sorry.
got Liam Googling Wolverines, Imran.
Yeah, they're Wolverines. Yeah, they're kind of scary.
They're weird looking things.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to. It's just like a big rat. Like
Yeah.
a big.
Yeah.
Angry old man looking thing.
Yeah. Well, look, Imran, mate, you're a biologist, so we won't take up too much of your time, but thanks for explaining watermelons to us.
My pleasure. I hope it made some kind of sense.
Oh, it did.
No, it was good stuff. And if you've ever got any questions, feel free to call through. I think we're going to do that again tomorrow. Actually.
Yeah, we're going to do
What Don't You Get?
Radio Google. We haven't agreed on a name.
that sounds
Yeah, we haven't agreed on yeah.
I think it should be called Radio Google.
And I think
Liam.
it should be called What Don't You Get?
Yeah.
But we'll find out who wins that debate tomorrow.
Imran, quick gut reaction from you. Would you rather the segment be called Radio Google or What Don't You Get?
I think What Don't You Get? Because otherwise it's like, why don't they just Google it?
Yeah,
Yeah, but don't you think Radio
Is that over the
Google,
radio?
like straight away, you get the idea? You're like, oh, I get what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, it's 2 against 1, mate.
Yeah.
Back down.
I reckon most people will agree Radio Google is a way sexier name. Anyway, Imran, take it easy, mate.
See you, mate.
See you,
Guys.
mate.
Look
Bye.
after yourself. Bye.
You too.
Catch
Bye.
you, man. See ya.
Always good.
Yeah, always good. I didn't know he was a biologist either. I think
didn't know
also
about
if there's ever the bananas,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
interesting.
If there's ever anything that we say that annoys you because we've just got it wrong, like we said, this quote from this movie and it's like the wrong movie or just anything, and it's just irked you, feel free to just get in touch on the Ben and Liam Instagram. Just drop your number in there and pull us up.
Always happy to be pulled up. We should do a segment called Pull Us Up.
I don't know if that's gonna
We'll workshop that one.
Yeah,
I'll develop it.
yeah. Pull us up. We're gonna get you to pull us after this one. Yeah, it's not gonna work.
See you, podcaster.
Ben and Liam is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.